Welcome to Salesforce training videos from SP Tech. SP Tech is Salesforce consulting services based in Atlanta, Georgia. In this module, I'm going to demonstrate how you can enable history tracking for certain fields and how you can enable field tracking. So whenever we open any record in Salesforce, and if we do some changes in particular field, so if you want to track like what was the old value of that field and what is the new value in a related list. So for that purpose, you basically can enable history tracking. So before that, you need to go to Object Manager and search for your object on which you want to enable history. And you need to check whether this option is enabled or not. So this is for custom object. On standard objects, it is by default like enabled. You can set the history, but here you need to edit your object and you need to enable this track field history and click on save. So once you enable this option, so you can go and refresh your page. Then you can edit the page. Okay, no, sorry. This basically we need to do for field tracking. So here we don't need to edit the space. So you can skip this step. You just need to enable this option, and after that you need to go to field hand relationships, and you need to click on this button. So as you click on this button, so you can see these fields are available. So these fields, for these fields, you can track old and new values. And for these fields, those are long text area, long text area rich, and multi-pick list. So for that, you can just track changes on. So I am just selecting all the fields. And clicking on save. Now, if you want to see the history, so you need to open the page layout and you need to put a related list. So you can click on related list, and here this option is available, employee history. So you need to drag and drop this employee history related list and click on save. So this way, this related list will be available with each record on employee object. And whenever you change any field, because we enabled history tracking for all the fields. So now if you change value of field, so that change will be reflected here. So now I'm going to change these days. So this is multi-pick list. So for this, one entry will be there, like this field is changed. And I'm changing its value. So its old and new value both will be tracked. Now I need to save this record. Okay, I'm not able to see the save button. Okay, now it is available. So I am editing this record again, choosing the department, brand, and clicking on save. So you can see record is saved, and now if I go to related list, so you will see 3 entries. One for working day, that is a multi-pick list, so no original or new values there. For department and brands, new values are available, original value like old value is not available. Now if I go again and change the department to services and brand to services 01, and if I go to related list, now you will see Original value was sales, new value is services. Original was sales 01, new is services 01. So this way, in this related list, you can view all the changes that you are doing with your fields, and only those fields will be tracked where you have enabled the history tracking. So now let's jump on to understand how we can enable feed tracking. So for feed tracking, basically we just need to go to this details, and this time we need to enable this activity. So I'm just clicking on edit and clicking on allow activities. So activities and chatter component will be available on the record page. So this time I'm just refreshing the page so that I can verify whether activity or chatters are available or not. So here you can see activity is available, but it is not showing up certain options. So let me just edit this page. So here I'm going to create one more tab. So I just clicked on this component and I will be adding one tab and searching for chatter. So you can see this second tab will be created, and I'm clicking on this, and from here I'm going to okay, chatters are not enabled, so let me just go to so here I'm searching for feed tracking, and on employee object I'm going to enable feed tracking, and I'm selecting all the fields. So this is another option through which we can track the changes, but they will be reflected in the chatter. And through this, we can track related records changes as well. So I clicked and saved. So I'm going back. Okay, now if I go here, so let me search whether chatter component is available or not. Actually, yeah, now it is available. So if I click here, so I already created this tab. So now I just need to drag and drop this chatter component. Okay, so it is now available twice. So I'm deleting one and clicking on save, activation, assign as org default, next, save. So activation is done. Now I'm going back to the record so that we can view the chatter, and here all the changes will be tracked. So now I'm going to edit this record, and I'm going to change these values. So this time I'm selecting HR in department and HR01 in brand and clicking on save. So here you can see department changed from services to HR and bands changed from services 01 to HR01. And here, like if you want to track someone, so you can do that as well, right? So this is kind of chatter post, so you can tag or at mention particular person as well. And in the related list, like we changed department and brands field. So those changes are being tracked as well. So this way, I demonstrated you how to enable history tracking for certain fields and how we can enable feed tracking in Salesforce. If you are based in USA and looking to start or advance your career with Salesforce, please reach out to us at hr@sptechusa.com. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more Salesforce training videos. Thank you.